Aaron, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
We spoke just before the international break about how excited you were to be back in camp. Is that how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, for sure. It's so nice to be able to come back and see so many familiar faces and some new ones as well. So yeah, it's been a great feeling being back. I mean, I've only been back one day, but it already feels like that I was here yesterday.
You say seeing familiar faces and the new ones as well. I mean, Freya Godfrey, and you've got the likes of New Denton and that kind of thing. You're starting to feel like one of the sort of, more experienced campaigners, should we say?
Yeah, I try not to think about it too much because when you do really think about it, I am probably one of the old ones now. But no, it's a nice feeling. Obviously, I always want people to look up to me and sort of follow in the footsteps that I have. And obviously, I've had a lot of experiences where at one point I was one of the younger ones, and like I want to be able to look up to people like I did, like Jill and Steph at the time, and I want them to now be able to look up to me. So yeah, it's always nice to see new faces, and it just shows how fantastic the pathway is and how many younger girls are sort of coming into the setup now, and it's great, and they've been having great careers with their clubs obviously this season, so it's always nice to see new faces.
The last 12 months for you have been a bit of a rollercoaster. They brilliant form at the start of last season, then the injury, got back for the Euros, then another injury. Is it just been a lot to deal with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's been very frustrating, and obviously it was this time last year where I had my first knee injury, and then obviously I tried my hardest to get back fit for the Euros, obviously, which I did, and had that crazy couple of months at the Euros, and then, I mean, I was hoping then for as the season started to get back a bit of consistency, and unfortunately that weren't to be, and I was out of my ankle, but I think for the thing for me and what I want to focus on is being back fit and getting that consistency back in my game, building up my minutes slowly and sort of, getting back into form, which I was pre-Euros and pre-knee injury as well. And it's so nice to be able to be back fit for a couple of club games, obviously, before coming back on camp. It's been great to be back in the team environment. I mean, as players, it's the hardest thing being injured, and yeah, it's very grueling gym sessions, but I mean, it's all worth it when you get back fit and back playing, and obviously back in the England badge and in the setup again.
Player of the match in the Manchester derby. Are you telling me there's still like levels you can get higher? Best yet to come? Yeah,
I mean, I feel like I always put pressure on myself to always do well, and I just assume, even though I've been out for 2 months, that I'm just going to be back playing at my best again, and I feel like that's a standard that I set on myself and that I always want to strive for. And yeah, I mean, I tried to make sure I was back fit for that derby game, because obviously naturally at the start of the season, when you look at fixtures, they're the types of ones that you see and you want to be involved in. So yeah, to be able to be back for that, everyone was up for it. And I mean, us as a squad at City, we're doing really well at the moment, and I wanted to come back and help the team as much as I can, because obviously they've been doing so well so far. So yeah, it's important as we get now the players back fit that we continue to do so, and yeah, put ourselves in the best possible position to win trophies this season, because I'm fed up of not.
Lauren, you're the first senior player to talk to us since Mary Opes' book came out. I'm just wondering, sort of, how much has that been talked about amongst the squad, and what kind of a situation does it put all the players in, considering these are two people you've known for so long?
Yeah, I mean, look, they're both fantastic goalkeepers, and I can only speak on behalf of my own experience, and it's been great with both. Like, they're both amazing human beings, first and foremost, but also fantastic players, and they've done so much for England, and they've been vital in both of our Euro wins. And if it wasn't for them, we possibly might not have the trophies that we do today. So, yeah, I think everyone's got their own personal experiences and opinions, and it's important that the beauty of this group is that we're so together, and I think we stand by each other through the hard times and the good times, and it's important that we do that, and we now look forward, and obviously our full support goes to both of them and everyone that's been involved. But yeah, I think as a team we need to look forward, and we need to move forward together, and that's by staying as close as we can together. And yeah,
no one could deny how close-knit this team is. Were you surprised when the nature of the comments, and the fact that they even came out in the first place, considering usually what happens behind closed doors stays there?
Yeah, I mean, as players, like, you want to stay in your own bubble, and like I said, as professionals, like, we've all got our own experiences, and we all have disagreements, like, so yeah, it's important that through everything, like, we win together, we lose together, we go through everything together. So I think just as a squad, like, we are trying to look forward. It has been difficult for everyone to see everything that's been going on, and for me personally, like, I've obviously been out for a little while, so my full focus has been on trying to get back fit and trying to help the squad as much as I can. But yeah, naturally you do see things like this, but like for me personally, I want to support both of them. Like it must be hard for both of them with the experiences they've had, but yeah, as a team, like we've all discussed, like our full support goes to both.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Anton. We'll go to Sophie.
Hey Lauren, good
Hello.
to see you back.
Thank you.
You mentioned the younger players there. You're not, and that you're one of the older ones now. You're not actually that old, but when you think back to when you came into this setup, what would be your main piece of advice for them?
I think just to mainly enjoy it. Like, I remember coming in when I was younger, like full of confidence and just wanted to prove myself. And sometimes that's the best position to be in. Like, you come in, there's no expectations. It's just to relax and enjoy yourself. And yeah, that's probably the biggest advice that I've got. I mean, I still try and instill it now, even though I'm 25 and have about 70 caps. Like, I still go into every camp thinking it's my first one, thinking to just go out there, prove yourself, and just enjoy it and soak up every moment that you get, because it's not often you get to go out and play in, 80,000 I think are coming out to Wembley against China. So it's such great occasions for especially the girls coming through and who haven't experienced that yet.
And you mentioned your injuries. Georgia said, I think in the summer, that it had taught her a lot, having that time out. No player wants that time out. But what did you learn most about yourself during those periods of injury?
I think being out injured, you really realise when there are hard times how much you can push yourself, because for a long time of my knee injury I was doing the same thing in the gym every single day, and it starts to get tedious, and it's why am I doing this? And you really realise the strength that you have mentally. I think that was probably the hardest part, because for me, I was close to coming back, and then I had a setback, and then I was close to coming back, and it's the things that maybe people don't realise that are the hardest parts. So yeah, it's definitely been a struggle. It's the whole year itself. Us as athletes, we put our bodies through so much. You've seen with Lucy, what she had to play with in the Euros. There's probably not many people in their career who don't at a point have to play through pain that people aren't aware about. So I think it's probably that, and having that mentality to keep coming back and keep working hard, because after that 4 or 5 months of being out of my knee, it was then another 2 months of being out of my ankle, and it's just I want to get it back into consistency. The probably easiest part is then being back on the pitch and back every single week.